Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. What a scene this is, a veritable cavalcade of colors, stripe after stripe that they hope leaves the visitors dizzy. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Chanticleers will get us started with the opening kickoff. Catches it inside his 20, chance to really gain some ground. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Rebels offense will start this game off. And here's the veteran, a steady set of hands, Jesse, that sort of feels like a security blanket.
And that's big in a game like this, Reese, as a quarterback.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. And the Rebels in the hurry up.
And the defense comes out on the very first play of the game on the road, and they bring the energy, and they get the sack. They came into this one on fire, ready to go, and that is a statement early.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Parrish. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Back to throw, it's Dart. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snagged in the middle, it's Wells. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And they run the option, and you can just tell, man, the timing of that wasn't set up well, and the quarterback looked a little bit clunky, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Able to get 1 down to the 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game.
And right down the middle. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. The kickoff unit about to go to work. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Chanticleers offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Chanticleers!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And after the extra point was good, it's even Steven here in the second quarter. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. The quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? He'll come out throwing on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Off play action on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Chanticleers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Coastal! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Finds a man on the left. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing...
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Going with the ground game left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Grabbed in the backfield. It's locked in. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense and start this drive. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Coleman. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. This time he's got it. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now.
Touchdown, Chanticleers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting.
And they got him for the sack. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
Brings up third down.
Scanning the field, it's Dart. Feeling some heat. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated.
And that pass is intercepted. Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Throws for the tight end. He's got him wide open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina! And the stomping has commenced.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. Boy, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken it in the end zone. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
Welcome to Brooks Stadium and a unique environment in college football because when you see the teal field, you know the Chanticleers aren't far behind. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Chanticleers will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas's offense will have the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
The Longhorns will have a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Ewers. A little screen to the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man downfield. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you've got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
7, Coastal Carolina, 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive just for plays. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Ewers. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now 2nd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Stands in and takes the hit. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Racing to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Iowa has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since the great Hawkeye wave. But this has been a nip and tuck affair in Iowa City. They're up by 7 over Iowa State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Chanticleers!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Now out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wants to throw on first down. Getting some heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Unleashes it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Well, the thought process by the quarterback here on this play, nobody open in the end zone, find your check down, find the running back. He does that. Once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cook. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught near the sticks. It's Bolden. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Quick release by the QB. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Back to throw. It's Ewers. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback.
And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
Texas, 14.
He'll bring it out. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little.
And he intercepts it. Not the biggest return, but he sets him up inside the red zone at the 19.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The sweet feet buy a little time. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to get to it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man.
Headed to the end zone. He breaks a tackle. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play. They'll line up for a second down play. To the air, it's Ewers. He wants a big play here late. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Offense couldn't get anything going in rhythm there. They're just trying to give themselves some space. Couldn't come up with a completion on third down. Looks like they're going to be punted.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with the W.
The snap sets up the throw. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleers. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We might get a little bit of that in there. You could take a knee, you could run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
The rankings, the odds makers, everything indicated that these guys had a big hill to climb. But they climbed it, they got to the top, and they get a landmark win.
And we know coaching staffs always do a great job trying to motivate their own guys and get them ready to play a ranked opponent. But David, to me, it looked like this team just wanted it more. They came out, they were the more physical team, and they did what they had to do at the end of the day to get this win.
Yeah, and how do you gain respect? You want respect, you talk about our team's a really good team. You want to build on that? You beat good teams. That's what you do. You beat ranked teams that people think a lot of.
The passion runs deep here in Norman, Oklahoma, or as they say, sooner born and sooner bred, and when I die, I'll be sooner dead. Welcome to Oklahoma and the home of the Sooners. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Chanticleers offense takes the field to start this game off. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you can tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking for a man. It's Arnold. Makes his connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for... And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Chanticleers have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. They're bringing heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Coastal. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And they desperately wanted to attempt the return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on at midfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Chanticleers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone.
And the quarterback is snowed under. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Sooners will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And the Chanticleers will kick it off to start the second half.
Set to kick this one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown Sooners! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that throw.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. Feeling some heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Coming after him. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 45 on his way. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Pressure coming. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Shoots it to the left. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult...
Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21.